Hey yo pretty people, my name is ZloyXP and welcome to another episode of the Sadly Vanilla. Now my friends, we're currently in the swamplands that we discovered in the previous episode, and it just so happens that if we put a nether portal in these swamplands, that nether portal will instantaneously lead to our base in the nether, which is quite great, considering that we don't have necessarily an entire base in the nether just yet. But hey, it's work in progress, don't worry. Now, what will help us speed up the progress of that walk is actually a thing that I kind of came up with when I was running around the swamp, looking at the two things that this swamp has to offer. Those things being, of course, trees, wood, and sheep, wool. And if you aren't familiar with me, you're like, wow, this guy's, wow, he's easily amused, isn't he? And if you are familiar with me, and if you have watched recent Minecraft Hardcore Challenge videos, then you're already going, oh freaking no, just no, Zloy, no. And guys, Zloy, yes. Zloy, very much yes. We're gonna do today a high explosive factory in the nether. Buckle up guys, it's gonna be one heck of an episode. Okay, now here's the problem. On all sorts of building in the nether, you cannot really build on the outside, on the open areas, simply because there's really no way of proving that, proving that no ghasts will spawn ever anywhere in here. So, before we can really build anything and be sure that it's gonna be safe and will not burn down, which, yeah, fire tick is off, but still, you actually have to dig that place out. And, digging it out we shall do. Thankfully, I have already provided myself with a stack of wool and, you know, couple of stacks of planks. So yeah, we're gonna set our spawn before we do any of the actual blowing up in. Do beds actually stack? I'm pretty sure they don't. Okay, let's do this. Wow. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. The bats survived, guys, don't worry. This is amazing. Yeah, you know what? Methinks that the fire resistance potion didn't save me, like, in the slightest. But it was very smart to still drink it. Because just freaking look at it. Yeah, it's not even about the lava, not really. It's more about the fire that the beds keep creating when they blow up. Yeah, and it might seem a tiny bit unreasonable to you, seeing how, nether rock is really easy to dig as it is, even with like regular diamond tools. Look at it, just popping up, and yep, it's really easy to insta-mine too. Like, all you need is an efficiency-free pickaxe. But the thing about that is that insta-mining really does not work out for me on this server for some reason. And I'm really, I really cannot wait for 1.13 to supposedly fix the insta-mining ghost block problem. But for now we'll have to resort, holy poop, to some tiny bit, two different methods of mining things out, I was about to say. Okay, so I blew up a bit of a hole, not much of a hole, but a bit of a hole. Yeah, I was originally planning to store my sheepage in it. But the problem that I just realized is that, yeah, just having my sheep in a hole with grass does not really work, because I do not have any grass. Yeah, I don't have any enchantments at the moment, and I don't have any silk touch tools either. I mean, I did have one Silk Touch tool that I donated to Mythical Sausage since he needed some stone in his life, and I just decided that it's easier to give him my Silk Touch pickaxe. Since anyway, I would just lose it in the lava or something. So yeah, that is a bit of a conundrum. How do you make a wool sheep farm, without the grassage? Is the question, really. Well, one way of doing it is actually to get the grassage. You can get grassage without actually having your Silk Touch tools. You just have to kill an Enderman and be incredibly freaking lucky. So I'm not counting on that. Instead, I'm thinking that we will make a wool farm, which is also a meat farm. So we'll meat farm the wool out of the sheep. I'm thinking that that's okay. That's an okay way of doing things. Not the most efficient one, but come on, I will need some mutton in my life anyway, and might as well get it out of the sheepers this way, I suppose. The problem is that now we have to create a semi-automatic sheep farm without actually having any water in it, so we cannot make one where the ships just spin around until they stop spinning around and until they die. And also at the same time, we still gonna need a wheat farm so we can breed the sheep before we can kill them and grab their precious woolly faces. So yeah, once again, a tiny bit of a conundrum, and I already started working on the solution, mind you, in the form of a giant, well, not a giant, but a sizable wheat field that I currently am using as my not wheat but wood farm over in here. Yeah, you can see all the, just look at all that amazing wood that I'm getting from this wood farm. Just bloody incredible. But yeah, it is a thing, and I'm thinking that it would be pretty freaking amazing to have a wheat field in the nether, just because the tiled dot is actually not a full block, so ghasts shouldn't be able to spawn on it, and also because you don't see wheat fields in the nether usually, which sounds like yeah, check it out, guys. Suddenly a wheat field in this hell dimension. I'm very easily amused. Let me grab more dirt from the old world. Let me dig out more nether rack out of the hole for the sheep edge, and we'll be back on track with this project. Behold, the field in which I grow my crops. Lay thine eyes on it and see it is barren. One can say I don't really give a crop. Anyway, the thing is with this ground and the grass and the things and the pigments and the everything, is that this is basically an inventory full of dirt blocks. And it does not look impressive in the slightest. It does not look impressive in the slightest, and I doubt that it will once I actually till it and soil it and, you know, do all the things that farmers do with their wheat fields. But anyway, I'm gonna do it nonetheless, and more so for just a note for myself. I kind of figured out what I want to do with this particular bit of the nether of mine. You see, I already mentioned in this episode that spawn-proofing and guaranteeing that no ghosts appear in a secluded area of a nether is an easier task done when you act with an open area like we have right now. So for myself, I decided that once more, I'm gonna take this exact size of the ground of the plot. I'm gonna expand it twice towards that direction, and then I'm gonna build a giant freaking wall. Just a giant freaking wall, natural wall. I don't know out of what, netherrack, concrete, granite, whatever's gonna be on my mind and in my inventory at that point. That's what I'm gonna use, because I decided we're gonna make ourselves a bit of a secluded area for our base, and that's when it's gonna get way easier for us to kind of walk around it. I have ginormous freaking plans. For someone who is dying left and right with no visible reason, even when like negative mobs just look at me slightest, I have absolutely enormous plans, and I really hope that all of us, both you viewers and myself, will see them through. But anyway, let me quickly grab my diamonds. Let's make a bit of a diamond hole, and let's get ourselves some serious dedication. Okay, so get this. After covering this entire freaking ground, right? You'd think that this would be something I see, like, constantly, at all times. This is, however, not true. In reality, the ghasts spawn on this field only when precise conditions are met. Only when I have a sheep coming through the portal with me. Only then the ghasts will spawn. Let's conduct an experiment. For those of you who do not believe me. Because I know this sounds incredibly freaking stupid. Here I am, coming, and excuse the loading times, coming through the portal to go get another ship. Supposedly, like, logic tells us that the mobs on the other side of the portal should have been despawned at this point. And yes, I'm eating cooked mutton of another ship that the ghasts blew up. And lo and behold, there are no ghasts present. there are only zombie pigmen. There are only zombie pigmen and burning blocks. Now, let me go and grab a ship, and we will see that this field, like, upon me entering the portal, the field will be covered in giant floating, I don't know, pillows of hatred and fireballs and all that kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, experiment is conducting. Ship is into the nether. I'm going through. I don't hear a ghast yet. And there he is. Are you seeing this? And the ship's on fire. Are you literally seeing this? And there's a second one. I've been just here, guys. I've been just here with no ship. And you weren't spawning. Oh my god, they're blowing up my chest. You weren't spawning at all. What is wrong with you? Is there some kind of a code that tells the game? Look, game, this Zloy fella, you know, green skin, yellow eyes, he's not allowed to have ships. Prevent it at all costs. Oh my god. Yeah, I know I'm an idiot for creating this. Essentially, this is a, like, gameplay wise, game rules wise, this is a freaking ghast farm. But I did not have any problem with it until I started transferring ships to the place. So yeah, it may be though. Like, I have a scientific explanation for it. Oh wow, I actually hit that off. Unexpected. But yeah, I had the one scientific explanation I had for it is that when I go get a ship, it just takes longer, which is why the game has like more time to despawn enemies in here and start another spawning cycle once I actually show up. But other than that, I have no explanation for why this works this way. More so, like, there was a ghast in there. Did you see it? I'm willing to bet freaking money right now that if I go back, I will not see the ghast. There, like, lo and behold, there won't be a ghast right now. I mean, I can hear him. I hear a ghast, but nope, there isn't one. There isn't one. There isn't one. There isn't two. There isn't. And there were like 2 or 3 when I went through with the ship. So yeah, guys. Wow, this is just kind of wow on my part. I'm absolutely astonished by this little discovery. Which is not a discovery at all, and I really doubt that this is a reliable game mechanic at all. Or else we would be all building ghast farms at this point. But anyway, guys, thank you everybody so much for watching. For now, I will take a quick break off of recording because I don't know how long it will take for me to get another ship into here at this freaking rate of ships dying. But yeah, this was quite a fun one for me personally. I'm really happy that we now know, well, I now know what I want from this area, what I want to do with it. And I hope that you are enjoying this series too, at the very least as much as I do in this one episode. I know I'm not doing a lot of progress in these videos, like gameplay wise, but I'm hoping that it's all worth to you and to me. Because once again, we're just starting out, it's gonna get faster and better. For now, that's gonna be it. Hey guys, my name has been ZloyXP, this has been Decidedly Vanilla. To be continued. You're gonna actually fire at me. He's not gonna fire at me. Now he's gonna fire at me. Run away!